Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be doing something I've been procrastinating for the longest time now, and that is completely transforming this space that I film in. So I'm not sure if you guys have even seen the entire rest of this room besides what's behind me. Basically, what's behind me is the only thing that is somewhat decent looking and organized in here. This room is used for multiple different things, so I really need to get it more organized, functional, and all over just a better environment to be in. Notice I don't spend much time in here besides when I'm filming because I don't like the entire just setup and everything that's going on in here. It's just really cluttered and unorganized. So I want to change that, and I want this room to be used a lot more. Personally, I love watching these types of videos, especially when they're time-lapsed, because you really see an entire space transform, and it just motivates and inspires me to get up and do it at my own house. So I hope that that's what this video does for you guys. So I'm first gonna give you a little bit of a background on what all I do in here so that you know what I'm trying to achieve in this space. So this is obviously where I film and do most of my DIYs. So I do have my camera, my lights, and the equipment that I use for filming. I also have a ton of DIY and art and crafting supplies, and all of these things are either in this shelf behind me. I also have two shelves in front of me, and then just in miscellaneous places all around this room. So I really just want to get all of my supplies together, lay it all out on the floor, and see everything that I have so that I can organize it as best as possible. I also have an Etsy shop, so I have all of the supplies that I use to create all of those items, as well as all the shipping supplies that I use as well. I also have my desk in here for editing or anything that I need to get done on my computer. So I want that space to be really clean and comfortable so that I want to actually go sit at the desk. And then lastly, this room is used as my closet for all of my clothes, my makeup, and then just where I sit down to get ready for the day. So as you can see, I do a lot in this space. So not only do I want it to be visually a lot nicer, cleaner, more organized, but I also just want this space to feel a lot more comfortable and welcoming, which it is not right now. And speaking of this room not being welcoming, this is the lighting situation at night. As you can see, this light gives out next to absolutely no light. I've actually changed the fixture. This is the third one, and for some reason, all three of them have been like this. So we're gonna try for the fourth time another light in here to see if it brightens up the room, because it's basically impossible to work in here at night. I have to turn on my film lights, which is just too much of an overwhelming light to use at night. So we basically just never work in here at night. So we're gonna go ahead and get started because this is going to take a few days to complete. So I'm first gonna show you guys the entire space and give you a little breakdown of what's going on currently. Do not judge me because I already know that it's a horrible mess. It's been accumulating and collecting over a few years. All right, here we go. So you first get greeted by not being able to open the door all the way because I have my delicates in a laundry basket that they do not fit in. So this is the first, wow, look at that. It looks so bad. As you can see, every single corner of this room is used as a clutter collecting spot. So this is the first of many, and maybe I should just do my laundry a little bit more often. That would probably help too. And then behind that, we have a collection of photos and canvases and things that need to go in the attic. And then on the right side, we are greeted by a cluttered desk. So this is the desk that we never use to work on, but we should because it's always just filled with stuff. It's not as bad as usual. And then the fact you work looking at a wall makes you just feel claustrophobic. So I want to just completely move this to another space in the room, which I have not decided just yet. And then I have a desk right here, which basically just takes up space. So I'm probably just gonna take this desk out. And then here is the infamous backdrop where I film. It can be a lot cleaner and more organized. Currently, it has a mix of makeup stuff, shipping supplies for Etsy, DIY stuff, and basically just everything. So this will probably be different the next time you see our videos, and in a good way, of course. And then in front of my backdrop, this is where I film. So down here is where a lot of my DIY supplies is as well. So we have some in these shelves. We have some in those, and then some in those shelves. And then when you turn to the right, you will see the space where I used to do my wall transformations on my channel. I loved making these videos, but it was such a production to plan it out, order everything, paint this entire space, and redo it. So I haven't done them in a while. So I'm probably just gonna retire this space and use it for more of my office stuff. So I do need to go over it with some paint and have it match the rest of the room. Here's where I have more of my Etsy making supplies. So I have my heat press and some other things. As you can see, I have ran out of space to store things. So we have some piles over there, some piles over here, some piles over here. So we are going to tackle this entire room and completely transform it. Not too sure exactly what all I'm gonna do yet, but as you can see, it needs a lot of work done. So I'm gonna start with painting the red wall and go from there. Kinda nervous, not gonna lie, but I will see you guys on time lapse. In the hell? Okay, what? What? This paint is gray, right? Look at this. Usually when you buy a gallon of paint, it comes in white and then you give it to the people to mix the color in. And I bought it, didn't have them mix a color in. If I mix it, well, is it gonna be white? I'm so confused. I feel kind of stupid now. What kind of white paint has gray on the top? Well, cool, I spilled it, but glad to know I don't have to go back to the store and get white paint. I mean, that's a good thing, right? Why do I get overly excited and start in the middle of the wall? Like, that makes no sense.
Are you done?
I'm still filming right now.
Look at you! What you filming?
Are we doing the whole reel?
Oh, you just started without me? I don't even know I have an idea. You're just gonna take and change it?
I don't know. I didn't know you had an idea.
Okay, well good. Paint the wall and then we'll implement my idea.
What's your idea? All right, now that I have everything grouped together by category as far as all of my DIY stuff, this is gonna be a lot easier for me to see exactly what size organizers I need. So now that I have my list put together, I'm gonna go ahead and run to Big Lots. They have the best prices for organizational stuff, but once I get back, I'm gonna organize all of this stuff and get it up in that bookcase. Just want to let you know that I struggled so hard with this, and this is exactly why I online shop. I ended up at 3 different stores and still didn't get exactly what I wanted. I got 2 of these large size drawers from Target and then 2 smaller versions. And what I was looking for was just a nicer version of these style drawers, but apparently that's impossible to find. Didn't want to be able to see the stuff through the drawers. Also from Target, I got a label maker, of course, because what are these drawers without labels on them? So this is just gonna make life so much easier. And then also, like I showed you guys, I went to Big Lots, which I got a couple of things. I was only able to find one that I could use for this video, which they had this one in different sizes, but I just ended up getting one, which was 6. And then from Home Goods, I got a better selection from there. First up, I got a 2-piece drawer organizer, which this was only $3.99, and as you can see, it comes with different compartments, so this is perfect for that black drawer organizer, which I'm going to use for my office supplies. I also got this cabinet organizer, which I think is going to be perfect to use for the rest of my paints that aren't up there. I do have some more that didn't fit in that organizer. It has this grip on the bottom, so whatever you put on here isn't going to slide around, so this can be multi-use for lots of different things in your home. And it was only $9.99, and they did have a smaller version for $5.99. And then I also just got these baskets, which I'm not going to use in this room. I'm going to use these in my living room, but I figured I would show you guys in case you were looking for some baskets. They have the best prices that I have seen in these types of baskets, and they had a huge selection. All 3 of those were like the price of one of these baskets from Target. So these are all of my organizers I'll be using for all of this stuff right here. While editing, I realized I never filmed an outro, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.